Hi trader, welcome to the weekly Forex video, taking a look at the euro dollar at a very critical spot, 38.2 fib or resistance 113. First of all though, be aware that this video is shown to a global audience but may not be suitable for everyone. Please visit admiralmarketsglobal.com, select your country of residence, and contact the appropriate entity for more details. Also please note that trading foreign exchange and global financial markets is considered high risk. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. By continuing watching this video, you agree with this disclaimer and you are aware of the risk involved when trading. Let's take a look at that dollar yen first of all. This is the hourly chart and we're looking at basically price going sideways at this moment. We can box that in pretty neatly like this with support or resistance lines indicating the sideways zone. So what I'm looking for is either price to break the support and make a continuation, probably break this bottom here. Let me tell you where that is exactly, at 110.20, and test the 110 psychological round level. Or if it breaks the resistance and we can pivot point around 111.75-ish, then I would expect a continuation to the upside, and in that case price could start to head up to 112 and 112.50. On a 4-hour chart that would look like this in that case. In my opinion, if price then breaks above the pivot point, this weekly pivot point right here, the 111.75, I think that this is a good chance of being an A, B, C. I'll show you exactly what I mean. This could be an A or 1, this could be a B or 2, and this could be a C or 3. So for the moment, I think probably an A, B, C. So put a fib from here to here, from top to bottom, or from bottom to top in this case. And indeed, look at this, 61.8 bounce. So if price breaks above the pivot point, I think it could be a large 61.8 bounce, and I think there could be a breakout trade up to the R1, and then if there's a consolidation like a bull flag and a break above it, a continuation higher to test this top, and even go up to the -272 target eventually, maybe not this week, but later on this month or next month, up to the -272 target at 116. So then there would be this A, B, C motion finished, and it all started at the 61.8 fib. That's one scenario, but first of all, I need a good 4-hour breakout candle right here above the pivot point with the close to the high, indicating that that breakout is going to occur, maybe some retracement on lower time frame, and there could be a continuation, I think, with that in mind, that space in mind. If price fails and goes sideways here, as you can see, but it breaks the bottom, the support, and there's a good breakout candle like this, also be aware of the Admiral Keltner, by the way, part of the MT4 Supreme Edition. So I would like to see also a close below that level. If that happens, then I think there could be actually one more push down to the S1 and the 78.65 fib, 109.50, but be aware of the 110 level. In that case, this A, B, C correction within the bigger ABC, right, that red ABC fits within the blue B, then in that case there's probably going to be a 5-wave expansion, and we could see a test of lower support levels. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on with the dollar yen. Euro dollar and pound dollar are coming soon. First of all, though, the webinar schedule of this week, as usual, session recap and live trading session with Nenet Monday, Wednesday. I myself, Tuesday, Wednesday, trading patterns and candlestick patterns. And Thursday, the educational webinar is taking a look at how to trade points of confluence. Very, very important in Forex trading and trading in general. So hope to see you in one of these webinars. All right, next on the list is euro dollar 1-hour chart. I'm looking and seeing here divergence between these tops, but it is a single divergence, and sometimes, especially on the hourly chart, double divergence is needed before we get a bigger reversal. So from my perspective, this 38.2 fib pretty key, because if we get a bounce there, price could still make one more push up to 112.50. We'll get the double divergence, and I'll be looking for reversal signals, candlestick patterns at 112.50 for shorts. However, if price breaks below this 38.2 fib, and well, it is close to doing that, but it hasn't done that yet. There's a bit of a wick here with no close below it. That candle is still a bit of an indecision, although the bears are, dominating a bit in that candle. What I would like to see is basically a candle like this. I would look for a bear flag formation, and I look for a continuation down to the pivot point. So that's what I'll be looking for a reversal, because the trend is certainly up, as we can see. 4-hour chart 2, look at the moving averages, indicating basically that price is definitely in an uptrend. But I think that there is a moment, of course, that this trend is going to reverse or retrace at least a bit. And taking a look at that 1-hour candle or this 4-hour candle will give us a lot of info about that. and also how it responds to the 38.2 fib. If there's indecision or if there's some bullish reaction to it, it could turn, right, and then head up like that. Or will it actually kind of break through that support level like this, correct, and then fall further? I'm keeping an eye on this particular zone right now, this price level right here, for more info about that, about whether it's going to break or bounce on the euro dollar. In the bigger picture, this is a pretty important spot too, because let me take off this fib so you can see the chart a bit better. Because of the fact that the resistance is right here, so as long as price stays below 113, I think that this could still all be a retracement within a new kind of downtrend here, and this could be the first push, this could be a retracement, and we're going down again. But if price breaks above 113, this particular formation is invalidated, and price could be making a large retracement or maybe even a reversal. So pretty important. Last week was also a pretty sturdy bullish candle. One more reason why after retracement also it could still make one more upside, by the way. Something to keep in mind. And last but not least, let's see, yes, so although even if the hourly chart makes a correction down to the pivot point, something to be aware of is that on the daily chart, right, this could still be just a retracement of the weekly candle, right? So that's something to be aware of. For more aggressive shorting, more shorts that are likely to succeed for longer lengths, longer targets, or lower targets, I should say, I think that break below the pivot point, break below 111 is needed before price could make these gains back down to 110 and perhaps down to 108.50 after that. All right, so that's important. 112.50 for bearish reversals, break below 111 for bearish breakouts, and if price bounces here or at 111, it could still be bullish bounces. All right, pound dollar. Pound is a bit difficult because of this formation, up, down, up, down. One thing is clear though, a break above this would indicate the bullish continuation. And the other is also clear. If price breaks below this support line, I would expect a bearish breakout, and also below the S1. So at this moment, from my point of view, price is in the middle of that triangle. So I need a break like this for downside, or break above for upside. All right. At this moment, there is double divergence between these tops. So I think the upside is running into some struggle. I think that's also why price made such a strong downside and didn't break this top. So from that perspective, I think actually that the downside seems a bit more likely, and perhaps if there is a sturdy 1 hour or 4 hour candle, perhaps breaking and closing below the pivot point, or 1 hour candle as well, there could be that fall down to the bottom. But it is in the middle of that triangle, and I'm generally speaking not a fan of trading in the middle of triangles. So I would rather, I mean, it is possible to trade it from the pivot to the S1, but I think the breakout here is probably more confirmation and more interesting. For more analysis, webinars, articles, please check out @onemarkets.com. You can also check it out on YouTube and Facebook, of course, where there's the same live content there and analysis that you can find on those platforms. Wish you all great trading. Talk to you soon. Cheers.